Hi Aries, welcome to Grounded Oracles. If you are new here, my name is Tracy and you are truly welcome. If you're returning, know how much I appreciate you and that I pray for you daily. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment box with any prayer requests you might have, and I will be happy to pray for you. So Aries, I am doing a series on the leader within, and this is about the epitome of self development, right? Learning to trust your intuition, trust your choice making skills, allowing yourself time to be you, and following that inner higher self. Okay. It's not so much about being a leader in your community, CEO, or business, even though those are extremely important. You got to start at the basics, right? With yourself, the leader within. So I had started other readings using 3 different cards and asking you to, use your intuition to see which one you'd connect with the most. But I'm feeling led to do one intuition card that you can meditate upon for the foreseeable week, 2 weeks, whatever you feel led to do, and see how this fits into your life. Um, for example, I'm going to hold this up closer to the camera so you can really see the image. Feel free to take a picture of this if you want to put it on your camera or your vision board, somewhere where you can meditate, journal on. This is called the Well of Grief. Discern, process, and allow. Make room for difficult feelings. Give yourself time. So, this obviously does not mean it has to be like the loss of the loved one or a divorce. This could be grief of moving, leaving a friend group behind, letting something go that wasn't serving you, but you're still grief around it. There's no wrong answer, right? So, your intuition is not wrong. Sometimes we need to hone this, stretch it like a new muscle. So feel free to leave a comment in the comment section of how this might really resonate for you. Feel free to meditate on this, come back and share what you experienced. Okay, we're going to set this aside and we're going to jump into our tarot, but we are going to start with an oracle card to set the tone about the leader within. Aries, if you are interested, I am doing a 30-day intuition challenge through shorts via Grounded Oracles. I think we're on day 13. Okay, Aries. And we have the Hermit's Lantern. This has come out a few times this week. One of my favorite cards. Trust, experience, and succeed. You will be able to perform any task that lies ahead of you with ease. That's beautiful. Great, great start off to the leader within. And I mean, the first thing that always comes to mind when I see this card is if I was on a healing journey, which we are all in different aspects on our healing journey, and I had the Hermit's Lantern with that star healing energy shining brightly from the lantern, shining light on my dark path so that I can see where there's rocks and imbalances, where the ground is uneven. This lantern would have a great deal of power, right? There's a great deal of power of personal, deep reflection and honing skills, meditating, right? All of those things, even if they're guided, are done alone because you need to be able to live with yourself. I think that the most important relationship you have is with yourself. You are the one person you can't get away from. So learn to love and like yourself, Aries. And this is a powerful energy about trusting your intuition, trusting your path, trusting spirit, your spirit team, and living, really making the most of experiences so that you can make the best decisions and learn and perform from all tasks. And you'll do nothing but succeed because you are taking that risk, taking that chance, and trusting. Okay, so now we're going to jump into some tarot, Aries. What does Aries need to know about the leader within? Okay, 2 cards. What does Aries need to know? Okay. I feel like we got a 5th card there. All right. So we have the 5 of Cups. The cards are pretty beat up. 9 of Wands. The Lovers. Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay, we've got double Hermit energy here. So Aries, you are being called to make the most of the time that you have. And this is going to be about some sort of choice. I believe this is about something you've invested in. And there's two levels here. There's you're invested in making yourself a better person. Like you are in that energy of definitely this topic of the leader within. You're trying to develop, I think you've got your eyes on a business, a position, somewhere where you want to grow, where you are going to be seen more. Okay, I think you've made some sacrifices to get here. You've built something and you're proud of it and you need to protect it, right? There are some, I feel like maybe there's been some things that you would consider to be a failure, things that you've tried that have not worked, Aries, but that does not mean that they are a failure, okay? I'm feeling like with the Five of Cups, with the cups tipped over, that they appear to be a failure, like over and done with, but all you have to do is flip the cup over and it can be filled again. So the vessel, the service, the client, the business that you have, Aries, what you've done is not necessarily over. You may need to build upon that. Okay. You may need to, I think you're going to be, there's some new opportunities. You need to research what you're doing. And if you're doing something on social media, research all the rules. Okay. Research other content creators for the same area that you're in so that you can hone it, make it better. Right. Study your business, like the trends, and as you spend time alone and really start working on the self-development, putting practices in place and growing and honing your experiences, your creative talents are going to come more to the surface. Start doing something with your hands, okay? And I feel like you need to definitely walk. Your light here is one of my favorite sayings is just enough light for the step you're on, right? So you can't see the whole path. You might be able to hold it up once and if the moonlight is just right and see that the path is long and twisty, but you can't really see that next step in front of you. So be willing to take the risk, make the choice to invest more in yourself, and you can't go wrong, Aries. For some of you, this has been a bumpy ride and you have lost some vitality for life. You've lost the spark, okay? But to me, this Nine of Wands, known as the Wounded Warrior, but you've built something, you're standing for something, and you have a lot of passion, creativity, spark within you. This means that you have tried a lot of things and there have been a lot of successes. You've learned a lot about yourself, Aries, and what you like and what you don't like. And what you don't like is just as important as what you do like, right? Sometimes we have to do things we don't like. Like maybe you don't like bookkeeping. Maybe you don't like showing your face on social media, but it's something that is minor compared to the other joys that you have. So, I think you love what you do and you want to make the most of this, but there's some steps that you are waiting to take. The path hasn't been exactly clear, but you've got this double hermit energy. So allow this hermit's lantern shine bright on the steps you need to take. And for some of you, that is setting what your priorities and intentions are, where you want to be. Like set that forward as if you're like manifesting, but then bring it back, make a plan, but make it a flexible plan, Aries, because you don't know where the path is going to go. Things are going to upset it. So you want to be flexible. You need action steps, create some goals, create some steps that you can take daily, weekly, be consistent, and you will see growth. Okay. You've got a lot of light, right? So you're going to love what you do. And there's just a lot of light and warmth and heat. So some of you are going to be feeling better about yourself. You're going to feel more attractive. You're going to feel more put together as you do what you love. It's like that inner light glowing. Okay, Aries? It's very beautiful. All right, now we're going to take a look at oracle cards, see if we can get a little more message about the leader within for Aries. Aries, I have to say this is probably one of my favorite reads in this series, because I feel like you've made that investment to yourself. You just may be you're somewhere along the path and maybe need a little hope and encouragement. All right. So we have this card's been coming out for many of the reads. Lightning, power. So here's more light. You're going to have some spark of creativity, of curiosity, of almost impulsiveness. So be careful in the steps you take. You don't want to think about and contemplate too long that you're ruminating, trying for perfection, but take that spark of hope and put it into something. Writing out your plan, doing the research every day, or however often you want to do it. Keep notes, right? Make a plan, and things are going to develop and grow over time. This is going to be a breath of it's not fresh air, but it's like fresh water. It's going to really just wash over you, make you feel better, and be that breath of fresh air to others. Aries. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some other oracle cards to see what Spirit wants to show us. And we have number 11, Damania, the beloved. Okay. This is about, to me, embracing your shadow side and your light side and bringing them together. So merging your fears and the things that you love and stepping forward, doing it afraid, okay? Don't become stagnant and stale because you're scared. Step out. And I know that's hard. And I really like the description in this booklet, so I'm going to read it. It may highly resonate for you and confirm something for you. Damania represents the universe principles of the beloved, within relationships and within ourselves. The alchemy of polarity is what we're made of, and this integration of opposites is that which births the beloved. This card represents the journey of coming together and reuniting within oneself, a lover, friend, family member, or any important person in your life. You are an important period of making choices and establishing healthy boundaries, especially with those you'd like to deepen and expand, or those you feel that need to shed or distance yourself from. Damania reminds us of the importance of shaking off rigidity that often depletes creative reserves and sacred play. If you feel unsatisfied and emotionally unavailable even to those whom you love, take the time to be in solitude and nourish your creative centers. Often separation becomes the basis to reunite once again at a higher frequency. That's beautiful. Often separation becomes the basis to reunite again in its higher frequency. Okay, so I'm really being drawn to the Five of Cups. Remember, we talked about like appearances or illusions where something may seem like a failure, but the idea may have been a flop for that time, but I think it's going to circle back around at a higher frequency. It'll resonate more with people. True self love is the key to lasting relationships with others and, most importantly, with yourself. It's beautiful. Okay. See what other oracle cards, practices that we can instill about the journey of the leader within for Aries. Okay, we have affirmation. What is one part of your inner life that you truly enjoy? Do one thing today to honor this part of you. That's beautiful. Really assessing your strengths and your weaknesses, but really looking at your strengths. To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best every day and night to make you like everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight and never stop fighting. That is right. The highest version of being your authentic you. Okay, Aries, I'm going to pull a card, some practical applications, things that you can do during this journey that might highly help you. And I will go over that at the end. Okay, that 2 jumped out, so I'm going to honor that. Okay, we have number 30, or 3. When I heal, the world heals. Right? Beautiful. I love this card. It reminds me of the world with the nurturing. Then we have number 5. I listen to the voice of my body. It lets me know exactly what I need. And I will read both of these practical applications at the very end if you are interested. Okay, that is it for our read here, Aries. I am going to, if this is goodbye, have a great day, stay grounded. If you're interested in either one of these practices, stick around and I will go over it. Have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe so this gets out to others with Aries and their placement on their birth chart. Okay, number 5. Your body is your soul's loyal friend and helps you experience life in this embodiment. It is the physical manifestations of your soul and of life. And to be in partnership with your body, you need to listen to it with unconditional patience and love. Are you in tune with your body's messages and signals? Are you hearing what it tells you? Or are you numbing the body and discarding what it is trying to say? A considerable part of our soul's journey is to experience physical embodiment and to constantly remember why we chose this body. Your body holds the stories of your ancestors and the earth. It is an intricate and complex system that is truly divine and miraculous. Now is the time, whoops, sorry. Now is the time to understand your body's sacredness and to be in communion with it. The body speaks to us in subtle ways until things have gone too far and we haven't been listening. Then the body speaks to us loud and clear through imbalances that ask us to stop and contemplate what needs to be changed. Now is the time to listen and merge with this physical experience. So, some grounding practices to listen to your body in a more deeper way. Take the time to be still, whether in nature, your home, the bath, wherever you feel most comfortable. Still your mind and attune your body by sensing each part. Start at the top of your head and work down to your feet. If your body is giving you any physical signs and symptoms, ask what it needs to come back into balance. It's beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to read number 30. When I heal, the world heals. The emotions, energy, and frequency we project create change. Not only are we affected by those around us, but we also have a collective web of energy binding us together. This way, our own state reflects out into the world. We see this when the major world events happen, affecting those we haven't met. When there is fear or anger, we can feel it in our own being. When committing to healing your emotions and doing the work to walk your highest potential and path, you're not only serving yourself, but everyone and everything. You directly impact those around you that experience the shifts happening within you and raise your frequency. On top of this, when you are in a healed space within yourself, only then can you support and heal others fully. Have compassion and love for your journey and fully accept yourself and let this frequency overflow to others in the world. So, some universal heart meditations you can do. Use this meditation as often as you wish for at least 5 to 15 minutes each time. Sense how this practice shifts your energy over time. Number 1, sit in a comfortable position, focus on your breath, and start sensing your heart space. Visualize it as green or pink center of light, and with each inhalation, let this heart space expand more and more. Let it expand and fill up your body, then surround your body and fill up the room. When you feel ready, start expanding this heart energy out and around the whole world, like an embrace, and let the earth be infused by this energy. This is the practice of sharing your inner healing with the world. It's beautiful. Well, that is it for our practical part of this read, Aries. I hope you have a great week and stay grounded.